Assumptions of the BennettBelle when I came to college were judgmental. Okay, immature. I was a freshman. My roommate says, yeah, Bennett College right across the tracks. Oh, girls' school. I said, word? So when's the social? So he said tonight. So we went to the social. Mind you, this was my first college function I ever went to, so I was hyped for every reason, if nothing else, one reason, to see some bells. I wasn't disappointed, but when I finally got inside, mind you, this is my first time stepping foot in a Bennett College facility, and this huge wave of energy hugs my bones like my skeleton had died here once. Massive air took residency in my lungs and tinted the windows of my lenses because it was just so hot in there. The first belle I remember encountering looked like she had cheeks that were filled with nice things to say, her eyes. Her eyes reminded you how the moon shined in lonely vacant parts of the world. Long story short, we exchanged numbers and I didn't see her for 2 years after that. What I'm saying is my presumptions of the BennettBelle were a bit skewed, drawn in pencil doodles, shaken after being stirred, dug up in vicious gossip and then deep fried in stereotypical phrases like, you know them bells is crazy, but who was I? Some boy from A&T, a first generation to his family and a part-time rapper for his friends. But I soon developed this urge to become a successful man, more so a man. And as a man would think, I started thinking, maybe God had a dream Dr. Willa Player was the one screaming freedom from the mountaintop. I think Dr. Queen sympathized with Dr. King, married a risky decision, gave him a Greensboro throne and called it woman's intuition. Maybe I'm saying there aren't enough kings now. Well, the throne days are getting dusted on weekends and holidays, reading days and Good Fridays, Founders Days and election days. There aren't enough kings or heirs to the throne that wants to take that deep breath. James Brown stepped into a crown and robe and marched. No, we are boys in college, cookie cut on assembly lines and packaged in the same basic conception of self-worth. A degree equals a job equals money, forgetting to include happiness in the working conditions. Instead of plotting a sitting with 3 of my boys here, whispering to my ride or die bells, if you're going to join, don't fear. Instead of protesting in the intersection of Market and Elm Street, waiting for change to come, we just posted up on Market and Dudley, looking for dimes, hoping change will walk across the tracks. Don't know where we're going in life, we just want you to walk across the tracks. Sometimes those pearls on your neck shine so bright I can see them from my dorm room window on the other side of the tracks. So the boys start running with a pocket full of broken pencils and unfinished literature of sin in their book bags. But there's nothing nice about knowing nothing about life, thinking women are open vessels and we're just demons in the night. But I don't care how narrow the tunnel is as long as I can see the light, and I would just cut through the grass, but there's no shortcuts in wisdom is value, I know this to be true, cause silver bells turn gold. Miss Alma Taylor, Miss Margaret Freeman, remind me home is where the heart is. Miss Maggie Matthews, Miss Ruth Whitfield, tell me it takes true courage to seek knowledge, and that's something a boy can't fathom. You know, when I walked into that social that night, I think that energy, the heat I felt was the man boiling inside of me, because this was the closest I've ever been to womanhood. Her spirit reigns in the ears of adolescents that don't understand. That's God calling you, son. And in order to genuinely see what a BennettBelle looks like, you have to look through a man's eyes.